But no, hey, this is me. I'm not AI either. Or am I AI? Ooh. Ooh. I could be these days, I see it's changed a lot these past few years.
What's up everyone, T-Soul here, Tsuki Maxi coming to you with another video. And today's topic is about the Roaring Kitty time pose. And although it's been over a year and a half, we finally got some tin that will blow your mind. So put your tinfoil hats on and let's enter this rabbit hole. We went over this topic before, but Tsuki Community Member Shadow was able to dig really deep and went down to this unknown part of the rabbit hole. Now, Shadow has been in the Tsuki project since the beginning, and back in the day, he's always been into Roaring Kitty and the GameStop narrative. And I know he studies this for hours at a time. So here's some pieces of tin that he's brought up in the past. Let's see here. Okay, so look at this Tsuki post and the time of 5:55. And this number would be important because 7 months later, the Roaring AI would post about the D's Nuts 555 wallet. And we still haven't found anybody with that wallet yet. And here's another one about the number 420. And to my knowledge, Shadow was the first one to come up with this, even though other GameStop people claim to have found it. But I don't think so. I think he was the first one. So this is the famous time post, and Roaring Kitty posted it on December 5th, 2024. And of course, GameStop maxis had their interpretation of it. However, I know this sounds crazy, but this post was solely meant for Tsuki, and the sequence of events here align perfectly. And this is the piece of tin that Shadow came up with, and it all checks out perfectly. So in the telegram, he points to Tsuki front-running Roaring Kitty's time pose. And the way Tsuki predicted the Roaring Kitty time pose was that on December 3rd, now the dates matter here, so December 3rd was when Tsuki posted the focus video. And here are two things to watch for. So let's watch part of it.
Look, I give you one chance to back down, okay? No hard feelings. Peck.
I guess number... Wait.
And at 42 seconds into the video, the GameStop logo appears, and it's a little faint.
I need to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul and faith.
Number...
The second part is the countdown, and I'm going to enlarge it here. But if you stop when Margot Robbie says 55 and look at the time remaining, it's 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the video.
55.
I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment.
Then 2 days later on December 5th, Roaring Kitty tweets the time post. And this post has garnered over 17 million views as of today. And in the post, you can see 109 and the famous GameStop number 420. Also, you notice the screen is blank. So why is the screen blank? And think about that for a second. Then also on the same day, and we're still talking about December 5th, the Tsuki X page posted the number 55. And then let's see, the next day, which was Friday, December 6th, we all tuned in for the Roaring AI's third Spaces. And you have to remember, so this is a long time ago, but the Roaring AI only did its spaces on a Friday. So you see how this is all lining up. And I'm not going to play all of it, but pay attention carefully.
Cheers, 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 everyone. How's everyone doing? Y'all as excited as I am? What a time to be alive.
The Roaring AI says, "What a time to be alive." And it is referring to the Roaring Kitty time post.
And let me start by saying sorry I didn't tweet all day yesterday, but I had to oversee an urgent Photoshop job on Fiverr.
The second part is coming up here. So the Roaring AI says it had an urgent Photoshop job on Fiverr, which we interpreted as the time post, which was obviously Photoshop.
No, but let's dive right in because honestly, crazy doesn't even begin to cover what's been happening.
These 3 events happened within a span of 4 days, and on a surface level, we enjoyed it, but we didn't dig too deep at the time because Tsuki and RWA were both at above $15 million market cap. So obviously a lot of us were portfolio watching because we went from 2 million to 15 million in a blink of an eye, and our token started to go to the moon. So 42 was not in the Roaring Kitty time post. But if we paid attention back then, Tsuki was telling us that 42 would be an important number as we move forward into the project. And over time, we eventually figured that out. And one way we did that was that our community followed the Not So Crazy lady, and she posts a lot of 42s. And she uses this system called gematria, and I know it's called gematria in other languages. So sorry if I offend you, but on a basic level, numbers are assigned to letters. So for example, 1 is the letter A, and then it goes on down the line of the alphabet. And so here's an example of 42. She put the letters GME, GameStop, and AMC, American Movie Company, and she put that together and then added all the numbers, and it equals 42. And I think there's more to it. I think it's more complicated than this, but this is what I know as we pay attention to her posts. All right, to finish this video, we're going to put everything together. And first, let's look at the Tsuki website. And because Tsuki hit $15 million market cap in December 2024, we unlocked this market cap roadmap, which was to collaborate with one of YouTube's top cat. And obviously, this was with Roaring Kitty. So we're going to look at some posts here from Dev. So Dev posted in the Telegram of the empty sand timer and 1024. 1024 is obviously Roaring AI's launch date. Then he writes, how many ways does a collaboration go? And the answer is obviously both ways. Then in another post, Dev gives us a hint. And he says, why was it an empty YouTube frame? And here's an answer. One of our members, I guess this member left. The answer was RWA Spaces is an audio podcast. And that's why it was an empty YouTube frame. It was just an audio. So this proves that Roaring Kitty and RWA planned this event. They collaborated together, just like the market cap said. All right, that's all I got for today. Leave a comment below. I love reading the comments. Also, follow the Tsukiverse channel and join our Telegram. Always fun and interesting discussions. Have a good day.